Alrighty, guys. What is up? Zatkin here, and welcome to our XLeads weekly live stream. Today, I want to kind of talk and answer any questions you guys have about XLeads and share about our exciting update coming next week, and kind of tell you what to prepare for it, how it affects you as a user. And of course, I go live here at 10 a.m. every Saturday, and I just give you some support. So if you have X leads, like, hey, I need some help with this. I don't know how this software works, or hey, can you just show me how to use the CRM, pull list, anything? I'm here. And I'm always excited to help you guys out and to give you support and really answer your questions, right? I don't think we really have too many of these softwares that CEO founder will hop on for at least an hour and just run, I don't know, customer support, help, anything like that. And I'm here to go. And I'm excited. So we got a little coffee machine here. So make a little coffee. So make it all good. So first thing, you saw my live stream probably Thursday. And I was pretty much all I think pretty much all set for a November 21st launch for XLeads version 2. Now I was able to get the A-OK, and I was able to actually launch this sucker a little earlier. And it's kind of not here to disappoint anyone, but like the reason I'm doing it so early is first and foremost, we're going to launch version 2 in phases, which means we're going to announce version 2 November 14th. You're going to see a massive change inside of XLeads, which is going to be really cool. We're going to roll out the other parts of this launch, which are going to be really exciting. And that rollout is going to take probably, at minimum, I think me and Rick have decided like at least a week for you guys to really like, okay, wow, I really got to sit down and really get into like how I can implement this in my business, because it's obviously going to be free for you. And like some of these parts, and you'll be all good to go. Because obviously, I think some of the questions about this XLeads version 2 launch that's going to happen November 14th at 5 p.m. Eastern. So we're pretty excited about that. I think the first part we're going to have a lot of questions on is like, okay, Zach, I'm an XLeads user. How much is this update going to upcharge me or change the prices? So we see softwares do that, right? They go from $90 a month and now they're $130 a month. And you're like, well, I wanted to get it at 90. Now it's completely changed, right? The really cool part about this is if you have XLeads, the prices don't go up. If whatever price you got right now, as long as you stay within the platform and you don't get out of it or don't cancel, you're pretty much good to go. Now, again, if you want to cancel, just email support at XLeads. We're always here to help if you're not satisfied. But like, as long as you got like, let's say you're on the yearly plan, so you're paying $49 a month with the yearly plan, you're never going to be upcharged. You're never going to have a price increase ever for the rest of your life, probably. And I say that in the nicest way. We want to reward people who are into XLeads version 1. And now you get to enjoy version 2 literally for free, like no cost to you. It's going to be the same $49 a month forever, probably. So that's pretty dang exciting. And so what does this mean for everyone that doesn't have XLeads? Well, stay till the 14th, see what's going on there. But basically, that's just want to reward everyone. And if you're watching this, you probably have XLeads, so it's fine. But if you're on the fence, I'd probably just wait till the 14th. It's not like something insane is going to happen on the pricing. Or maybe it, I don't know, right? I mean, most of these big launches, right, they increase the price 50, 60, 70%. Maybe. I don't know. But what I could tell you is what I'm doing is very expensive on my end. But it's going to be free for everyone that is an XLeads user. So launch is going to be pretty dang exciting. We kind of soft launched it a little bit inside of Flipboard Plus and just kind of see how everyone, and then we added a lot of people who have the X plan. We basically gave them some beta access into this new version, and they're really loving it. They're really exciting. I think if I did the math, it's saving the average XLeads user probably $700 to $1,000 a month extra, which is pretty dang cool. And I'll say one last thing, then we'll get into kind of the help with everybody. I'm going to stream my link for everyone in here too. But basically, this puts every software out of business. So if you think version 1's like, well, it's good, but I would need this. It's good, but it would probably need this extra thing, or it needs this feature, and I still have to pay for this. If I get XLeads, but I still have to pay for it. This is the one that just kills everything else, because I made a mistake. Will answer them. I thought the current version of XLeads kind of replaced this everything. And I was told very quickly by everyone that this is not. I still have to pay this for this and this and this. I said, okay, roger that. I'm going to go in and pour a bunch of money and pour in a stupid amount of time and training and resources and hiring to bridge that gap and make it for free, because that is the right thing to do. And we have kind of developed this. It's been kind of insane that me and Rick were able to do this literally we launched XLeads in August. So I think 3-4 months. I mean, ever since we launched it, we're still developing version 2, but we just got to get XLeads out there, right? We just got to make sure like people actually like the software before I go invest an even crazier, stupider amount into into version 2. Because version 2 is probably more expensive than a lot of versions. Version 1's the most expensive. Like version 2 is like, it's almost like building XLeads version 1 all over again with the sheer amount of cost and development, and it's bad. But I realized I could play the software game. I think it's going to go really well. So we're pretty dang excited about it. We're ready to go. And so what I do, if you are new to XLeads, is first of all, November 14th, 5 p.m. Eastern, any YouTube channel that I got, you just go into my social medias. It's going to be live. It's going to be insane. And it's going to be really cool. Now, if you're brand new to XLeads, I want you to understand that every single Saturday, either me or Rick Ginn are here, the two founders of XLeads, and we go for at least an hour or 30 minutes for however long anyone's on here. This is kind of like a open hours type thing. And I just answer any XLeads question. If you need me to show your employee a whole hour-long screen share, I'll do it. As long as within this time, I'm here. I think it's the hardest part about softwares, right? You got like usually it's like a 20-year-old kid graduated from Cal Berkeley, and he got hired 3 months ago, and he's going to train you on the software. That's not what it is. And so at least somebody that understands it, when you ask a direct question, I'll give you a direct answer. So let's answer some questions. So again, you want to hop on, talk to me, stream our link right here, streamyard.com/whatever string of characters that is. And it's pretty exciting, right? See, a lot of people, like, they can't get ahead and talk to me, right? So like every Friday we go live on the Discord. We'll have like 180, 190, almost 200 people on the Discord. And it's like, they can't get to me. My live stream's hard to talk to me, right? I got all these people talking to me. It's pretty dang cool. So yeah, that's all I could say. Matt Laura, what's going on, man? How are you? Love Matt. Awesome guy, San Antonio wholesaler. Go out there, reach out to him. Cool guy. Oh, Nick, what's going on? I think I gotta call Nick. I have not called Nick. Gotta call him. Gotta look at the email. Beth, how is it going? Beth, how are you? How are you? Stan, finally able to do a Saturday. Stan, oh my gosh. I thought he was coming to the event, but no big deal. I gotta talk to Stan. I know he's out here doing deals, but I think his son was supposed to come. It's like, dang. But still exciting. If you need some XLeads help, I think he's really gonna like the new update on this thing. And then V2 waiting room, saw some new features last night while browsing through. Awesome. Cool. Stan, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
Finally on here, man.
I know, first time on a Saturday, so but we're going through the process of trying to switch everything over to XLeads, specifically on the CRM, and we had some things we're just trying to figure out on that transition. So
okay,
so
first of all, Stan, are you talking about version 2 at all?
Well, I haven't seen version 2 yet. So
Are you talking about version 1 or version 2 of XLeads?
I bought it the first night, so
Okay,
I'm still on version
all
1.
right. I would make sure because you're in Flipbook Plus, and we're giving access to version 2, which has. I'm not going to spoil anything, but this whole CRM thing that you're working on is a kind of null and void with this version 2.
Okay.
If you talk to Matt in here, Beth, they're in Flipbook Plus. It's if you can talk to me in Flipbook Plus, I could tell you. I just can't say it on here yet, but it's the whole transition is going to be a lot easier and a lot better. It's a lot cleaner. I kind of thought about how these big I can't say it, but I want to help you out, man. You know I'm on here. You know I'm on these Zooms. I was hoping to come to the event.
I messaged you directly, and I know you're crazy busy right now, so you haven't seen my
Well, let me pop it up.
direct messages. But that was actually just about the skip tracing. So I was curious if the 2.0 was going to have a different skip tracing sourcing. And also, I was willing to share with you my login for Astroblaster so you could see what my CRM looks like now. And I didn't know what the 2.0 was going to look like. But
How much do you pay for that CRM?
$100 a month.
Oh wow! Any upfront fee?
$1,000.
Wow! Dang!
And and I've been using it, and it actually works quite well.
Wow! Really?
Yeah, it works quite well. The customer support actually comes from Go High Level, but it's different, I guess. And so anyways, I use it for texting, email, my calling, all of it. And I'm able to create tags that create opportunities, that add things to the Scrum board or to the leads board, stuff like that, and personalize it quite a bit. I had a list of questions I had, but I think the basic, starting was I was going to ask about additional phone numbers because I have multiple phone numbers that I use for different marketing
Stan,
methods.
do me a favor. Stay on here. Go to school. Open your message, but don't say a word.
Okay.
On here. Okay. Because you're in. You should have come to the event. We're giving out the beta access here, but I'm going to send you the beta access. I'll probably do it right now. To a couple things, but open it up and look at it, and I will tell. And that's kind of a couple things that are coming out. Can't say anything because there are a lot of XLeads people are watching this, excited about it. We got to keep the secret. But you got the X plan. You're supposed to come to the event. I feel terrible. I want to help you out. Yeah, if you read that, that's exactly a couple of things coming in on the new one. And we actually are changing up the skip tracing provider because I've done a lot of testing. I've sent out probably 250,000 records to like people in Flipboard Plus just to test out. And we have found 2 that are even better. And it's sort of like, okay, 15% contract rate, 20, and then like anything above 20, which I think doesn't really work. That's how we're doing it. So did you read it? Kind of see it?
Yeah, I see it.
So,
I see that. My question was specifically about the quality of it because in the first version, did you read my small little test?
let's see here.
I just didn't want to put it out there publicly and stuff, so that's why I messaged you directly. Because I know it was a beginning, right? So there's going to be a lot of things to work on and tweak. But yeah, so if the new version is like that, then it's probably going to be very, very similar to what I have now.
Okay, so let me tell you something, Stan. I sent you another message. I can't say it. Just read what I said. So a lot of these software companies, they don't own any of the data, right? They get it from somebody, and they
Right.
buy the data from there and use it for underlining. So I found a data company, a software company, and I found out where they got their skip tracing from. And I had to make sure that from the CEO, it was confirmed in writing that it was from them. And I said, well, let me use you. And so you kind of saw my message.
Yep.
I was shocked when I do a lot of research, and the cool part about being the top affiliate for a lot of these companies is that the CEOs, I know them very well, and I'm able to grease them up. It's the best way to explain. Hey, I'll promote you a little more if you tell me. And like, oh yeah, we actually do this. I'm like, interesting. And then I go to here. I go to ex-employees of the software. They confirm it, and that's basically on the buyer side who we're using. Make sense?
Yep.
So I can't make
Absolutely.
it any better. But like,
So is it the same thing where we can add multiple phone numbers that are already 10 DLC approved and all that kind of stuff?
I mean, I have to message you. I can't tell
Okay.
you anything. But what I'll tell you is there's a lot of people who pay $1,000 down, $2,000 down, 150 a month for these crazy systems that I'm just going to give out for free.
Yeah.
I don't care if you have the lowest plan, the highest plan, I'm giving out for free because I'm coming for everyone's neck. And I think it's embarrassing and this is not for you, Stan. I think it's embarrassing to charge people $1,000 down, $100 a month for something that I have the ability, if I build out a team and I have the means to do it, because I can do it, to give out for free, even though it loses my butt. And that's what I'm doing. I will tell you this, Stan. I have found people that have claimed that they've developed the software, and I find out that they use something like Go High Level, and it gets me kind of upset. It's like you claimed you developed this AI, you claimed you developed this system, and you really just
Bought it.
clicked right. And man, it upsets me. And so what I did was look at the message, and that's basically what it is. So
Yeah.
yes, I see what you're doing, and
Yeah.
trust me, I have expanded it even more. If you're looking for buyer numbers or open corporates, it's pretty good. I had the ability with version 2 to basically use open corporate as a source, but another opportunity opened up where I could have used another source. And Mike, if you get the same data as that for like, I what, like 10% of the price, I think it'd be pretty cool. So
Yeah,
you're gonna
I
like
know
it.
I know Batch Leads has two different sources, and they have one for the regular people and one for the corporations, and the one for the corporations cost more per skip and stuff like that, but it pierces the veil on corporations, a little bit better than the regular one.
Yeah,
So,
all I can say is a lot of these companies, it's kind of embarrassing, right? And I think you realize this the more you go down the rabbit hole, is like they use other companies. And like I've said when I made XLeads, I'm like, if you look at any big wholesaling software, they don't own the data. It's not like they go out here and they figure out, oh wow, it's equity. They go to a massive $1 billion company, buy the app hen data, and then just put it on a website and display it really nice and sexy. When I realized that the biggest softwares are using the same data provider and they're charging crazy amounts, I'm like, let me do this. And so I decided that I'm just going to do it basically even better.
yeah,
So,
I mean,
um,
I learned early on that the last company you mentioned was the biggest grift in the nation.
so if you can email me your email, and I know you couldn't come to the event. I know you had your son on there. Is he wholesaling too?
I have my son-in-law and my son both working with me here locally.
Okay.
So,
Can
and then my
you?
other son's in Utah, and he's going to be here next year.
Okay. If those two people working with you, if you can give me the emails, I want to put them in Flipboard Plus too. Like they'll be free. I don't care. But I feel like they should, if they're working with you, I need
Yeah,
somebody in the Zoom to talk to, man. Like I just can't have you just like willy nilly, just like not talking because I need to know what's going on, man. Right? Like at least like something I can look at, right? Just to help you out. Probably your son out because I want your son to be better than you. And
yeah. Nico, yeah, my son Nico I've been having him this week just sit there watching all your videos and trying to familiarize himself with the CRM and how everything operates.
is he a
Um,
tough kid?
Yeah, yeah, you're not
I
going to
don't have to
shake
knock
him.
the I don't have to knock the excuse out of him.
Well, I don't know about that, but
No. Some people are like, here's my son. They're like, I'm scared to call. I'm like, oh, wow.
no,
Like, okay.
he
It's
he
a joke.
doesn't he doesn't like this format where there's a bunch of other people he doesn't know looking at him. But
You hop on the
he's
Zoom, message me. Like that's a lot easier, probably.
I sent you all three of our emails
All
in
right,
the
cool.
school.
I'll add y'all into school, and then I'm gonna add you on to. You'll get access today, and what you're gonna get access to is the beta for
Okay.
some things that we discussed in that Zoom. That is the beta that I created. I'm having my team make it better. So I'm a junior stupid level developer, and what I do is I make it, and I'm like, okay, now make it better, and then they go in, clean up everything because you have to put some code in it. I'm like, okay, and so on the 21st, I believe, is when the whole like clean, fresh version of what you're used to, like a nice, sexy version, will be out. Right now, it's the beta because I'm trying to get. I can't say it. Dang it. I'll message you, but I'll give you some access. It's free, um, obviously, and it's just as long as you get in there. But the problem is with this, most likely on the 14th or 21st, it's going to revamp the whole thing. So all the data you have in it, unfortunately, is going to be wiped off. Um, because that's the version that I created, the beta, and it's going to clean slate you and turn you into the new one. So
Okay.
just be careful there.
That's fine. So we uploaded my current CRM, so we have that in our system, so we can just download it into the CRM once it's ready.
Awesome, man. So
Hopefully we can import it.
cool. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep your info here, and so when I get off, I'm gonna go fix you out. But awesome, Stan. What else is going on with you, man?
I'm just getting back to basics now that I have, because my son just moved here. He's been back for a week or 2 weeks, um, and now we just went through yesterday, and we were going through all of the government list sources and categorizing them. So we have a spreadsheet that has all the different cities and county sources for water shutoff lists, for code violations, for probates, for lis pendens, for all of these different ones, with instructions on how to get the list, every day, week, or month, or quarterly, just whichever one it is, and so that we can always we're not having to try to remember and research. We just go right to it, and it's simple. So we have some that we have to call, we have some that we have to email, and some that we just go onto the website and pull ourselves. And so we're just going after that. We're doing sticky notes, um, and as soon as I get one of the two homes that I'm flipping sold, I'll have the funds to start postcards again.
Okay, I'm excited. I think one thing that you are probably get your son to do a lot because I think this is probably the coolest thing is just the ability to go out here because I'm gonna show him a couple of things. If he's able to get just in the whole Panhandle region, just like 5 or 6 kids that are just like, man, I can't dispo my deal, and they send it to you. I think that's one thing that because I don't see you in the Discord because obviously you're a busy guy, right? But I know your kids could do that, and they probably
Yeah,
know
I
it
had
well.
him. Yeah, I had Andreas just got on Discord, I think. Well, he was having troubles because it's free, but then he was going in, and then it was trying to charge him for stuff, and
It's free.
yeah, I know. So I
I'm gonna
think
talk to him.
I think he was just going overboard on something. But anyways, I'm working with someone on a JV deal right now, but he has it locked up a little too high. Um, and he's just having a hard time getting it to the price it needs to be at. And all my buyers, I've got four different buyers that have all came back basically at the same price, which is what he has it locked up for.
I mean, those are my favorite JVs, man, because what I do is
Yes.
like, okay, that's great. You locked it up for 20 grand above MAO. What we're going to do is we're going to renegotiate. And I always, hey, I saw you talking to my partner, Stan, and unfortunately, I'm kind of the numbers guy. And after seeing the photos, the property, we're going to have to buy this for 320,000. What I'm going to do is send you over the price agreement and the update. And then, 50% it blows up, but if you have all these JVs and 50% it does work, I hate to be that guy that does the haircut, but it that's some of my biggest JV deals. They're not a deal, so they don't know what to do, and I just go in as the tough guy. 50% they say no, I can live with it, and that's what I do.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, if Andres or Nico can go in there in that Discord and just post checks that you've already done closing deals, like showing you have authority, like, hey, this guy's he's not going to steal my deal. Wow,
Right.
wow. Yeah, maybe I want to do a deal with him. He's done deals, right? He's just flipping a deal. Wow. And then boom, you can get really good. And the Dispo suite for version 2 is going to be a lot easier. So
That's cool. Yeah, because I market. So I do JV deals, but I market myself within my networks, specifically in my groups, like Flip to Rick Plus. So any of the Flip to Rick members, and then I'm also a member of Titanium, and I'm also a member of PIG, which is Professional Investors Guild. So anyone in those specific groups that I work with on Dispo, I actually do it for 30% instead of 50, and include transaction coordination.
that's great. But you got to remember the people that need the most help with JVs aren't spending whatever it is on those other things, right? They're like, they have no money. They just
Yeah,
drove for dollars and they need help. And
yeah,
those are the ones you can help because you kind of have the funds and or the resources to dispo it really easy.
yeah,
And that's kind of, I think that's some, because man, I could find you 5 or 10, because those ones are big, but like, I don't think they're, I mean, you probably have, I would say 300 in the panhandle in the Discord right now, probably be 1,000 by the end of next year. So
right.
they're just easy layups. And then you got all those kids in like, uh, wherever around in the world, and they locked up a deal in Pensacola and they're virtual. They don't know what to do. Those are the
Yes.
real ones I love, man. Oh, I'm in New York City. I locked up a deal in Pensacola. It's like, how did you get this thing?
Well, I want to help these kids out, and so that's why, you know, I figure if they can get 70%, even though I'm investing more of my time, money, and
Yeah.
resources into it, if they make 70%, they're going to be a lot happier than half, and maybe they'll use me more often too. And the other side of that is it makes a significant difference for them. Where JV deals is not how I survive. Flipping homes is where I've been making the bulk of my money. Um, and I'm trying to get it to where wholesaling can replace that. But so far, flipping the homes has what's kept me alive, and wholesaling has been supplemental, where I'm trying to flip that.
Hmm. I think I think if I get at least some guy on your team to do a little system on Discord, which I can show him.
Hmm.
I there's just I've got a lot of people 2 or 3 deals a month just going in there and just doing well. That's why it works so well. So
Yeah.
it's just another lead source. That's it.
Yeah.
So
So I'll probably, um, that'll probably, I'm not sure if that'll be Andreas or Nico. I'll talk with both of them and see which one. Originally, it was going to be Andreas, but that may switch up. It's funny because I was having Nico do phone calls, but I was having him do the like scavenger, like all the old leads that nothing came of it kind of stuff, just to give him training.
mhm.
And I was listening to his calls, and I was like, holy crap, he's better at this than I am. And and I'm not too proud to say that. And the reason why he's better at it than me is because he's an empath.
Yeah.
And so naturally he's just going to be better because I'm more matter of fact and
Mm.
he's more empathetic. And so then I'm switching it up to where I'm working on his calls. But once he's there, I'm going to have him be the primary contact for, sellers, because I'm okay with not being the best one if someone's better.
Hey, that's it. I mean, that's me and Rick. I think we're closing rates slightly the same, but we approach it way differently. But hey, they both work. So I like it, man. I think we got a good system. Check your email. I think I sent you over all the beta information. Play around with it and just kind of see any differences. Hey, Zach, can you change this? I'm all for it. That's why it's a beta. And so
Yeah.
keep me updated
Yes,
what you like about it, what you don't, and I can whatever you're used to. I 100% can literally add or subtract. I just got to go to. I got some people developing it. Hey, can you add this in? I can add it in. All right.
okay. Excellent. Thank you.
We save some money. So appreciate it, Stan.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, man. There we go. Awesome. Stan's a cool guy. He is in Pensacola region, doing well. Cool guy. I think he's got his phone number on there. So reach out. All right. Beth, how are you?
Hey, good morning. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm blessed.
Cool. I was going to ask you, I recorded yesterday's call because it was so much information. I was like, after you started showing stuff, I was like, no, I need to you record this so I can play around with it. And I was just going to ask you, do you want me to send Stan a copy of it?
No, I'm going to post it in Flipboard Plus.
Okay, cool. Okay, you recorded it too? Awesome.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know if Rick posted his, probably not, but I'll go post that one too. So
Okay.
yeah, Stan, we actually did a whole little mini tutorial on part of it. And so that'll get posted in like 20, 30 minutes from now.
Yeah, definitely helpful for sure.
Oh yeah, it is definitely cool.
The little bit
all your info's gonna be wiped out of there, so you gotta make sure you got everything.
I didn't get a chance to play with it too much because time difference and stuff, but that's what I'm going to do today. But oh my God, it's a whole different level. I'm really happy, man. You did good, Zach.
Oh yeah, I'm excited. Just wait until the update actually hits.
Yeah.
So 14th will be the rollout, and then it should get everything done by 21st for everything else. So don't expect it's going to be a big change, but it's going to roll out in phases over the month because there's it'll be cool. That's one thing I can say. So we're pretty excited about it.
Awesome.
All right. Appreciate it, Beth.
Bye.
All right. Cool. And then Phil, how are you, man? Wow, look at that. Look at that hoodie. What a hoodie. Yeah, we were giving out XLeads hoodies at the last event. That was pretty cool. So if you don't know Phil, he's got to hop back on. But Phil's a cool guy. He's doing deals, looking to level up, even doing more. But he's actually used to be on the front page of Flip with Rick. He sent me like a video of like his first deal. It was pretty cool. It was pretty exciting. Do I have it? Yeah, it was his first deal.
I got a little first check shout out going on here today.
So that was pretty cool. I think 20 grand, first 5 weeks wholesaling. So shout out to Phil there. Where's the thing at? There we go. Shout out to Phil. Cool guy. So let's see what other questions we got. Phil, if you're back on, let me know. All right. Cool. Under investor leads, yes. We've been experimenting a couple things. We say stay tuned for version 2. Will I be able to drop all other software for version 2? Yes, you will. 100%. Phil, there we go.
What's up, man? You put me on the main stage?
Oh, yeah. How are you?
Good, man. Dude, just been beta testing this version 2 and so excited. So excited.
Keep it on the DL.
Oh, I'm not going to say a word. I won't say a word, man.
I'm going to take your hoodie back if you do.
What's that?
I'm going to repo the hoodie if you do.
No, man. Dude, that is a sexy hoodie, man. Thank you so much for that thing.
It's comfortable, man. I'm telling you. It's cool. But Awesome, man. So what questions do you got? Is there anything I can do to help you out? If there's anything about the version 2, you got to message me for it, obviously. But
right, yeah. I mean, I'm just like there's a learning curve and a setup phase, and I know I've messaged you about some issues I was having with some of the setup, and I think I got it worked through. Just waiting for it to allow me to do some of the functionality once I have that A2P set up, which is all set up, and I'm just waiting for it to allow me to do what I want it to do, and then I'll keep testing it and let you know how it goes.
Yeah, and then you gotta remember every Saturday, me and Rick are gonna be on here. So that's just gonna be support for that version 2. It's probably like, whoa. I'm like, yes. Boom, 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 boom. That's been the biggest issue because when I started XLeads, right, that was literally August, 3 months ago. I was like, okay. Right, the first week of launch, they said, "Can you add this, 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 this?" I'm like, "Oh Lord!" And I'm like, "I know how expensive it's going to be. I know how long it's going to take." But I was like, "Why am I going to like professionally film like an entire XLeads course if in 3 months the whole thing's going to be trashed and I got to redo it?" And so we're looking to get launched, make sure it's all clean, and then within a month we're going to release the entire XLeads training on there. But every Saturday, me and Rick will be on here teaching and helping you guys out. So we're pretty excited about it. Just don't make it a distraction from your actual wholesaling. Make it something to help, which I think it is for you.
To be honest, it has been a distraction for like the last week. I don't think I've done what I should have been doing in my marketing and my follow-ups, because I was like just hammering through trying to get things set up and figure out how things worked and how I can implement it in my systems. And yeah, I'm getting back on it.
Let's go back. Go back to doing deals.
Yeah. Yep, 100%.
Awesome, man. Well, if you got any questions, let me know, and you can always message me and talk to anybody else in Flipboard Plus if you need help with that beta access or just help with it. There's a lot of people in there that can help you out.
Cool, man. Well, hey, thanks for having me on. Have a great weekend.
All right. Thanks, man. Oh, love to see it. All righty. Let's see here. Let's see here. Awesome. How's it going, Dion? Dion, message me in Flipboard Plus if you have the X plan, and I can give you the beta access too. Let's see here. Is it $49 a month or is it billed annually? So it is billed annually. It's like where's 49 times 12? Yeah, I think it's 588. Let me just make sure. So yeah, let me make sure I get the confirmation on this. Yeah, so I think it's 597 for the year. 597 for the year, and yeah, that's what it is there. How much to add another login to my account? If you email support at XLeads, they'll help you out with that. There we go, Josh. Okay, Josh at XLeads emailed you. Awesome. Scott said on the basic, can we get the beta? Because I've met Scott, he went to the last event, I will let him get the beta. Just make sure you email me, Scott. I'll give you access to it. Jorge, what's going on?
Hello?
How's it going?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, shit. Oh, you put me on the stage. All right, I'm good, man. What's up?
I'm good.
I'm like, I'm sorry?
How are you?
I'm good, brother. I'm a lot better. Way better. Thanks for your tip. But yeah, man, what's up?
I'm doing good, man. You got any XLeads questions?
I do, actually, yes. The XLeads, the lead flow app.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way that it could follow you on the while you're moving around neighborhoods? Is there like a feature that like it'll follow like your blip, or do I have to continue manually like follow myself?
You can refresh and it'll go your current location in there.
Yeah, all right. I've been doing that. Another question. I know you kept it like straightforward with me and like keep it simple, my marketing, which will be like the most success, which so far I'm documenting as much as I can just to like just document myself to see where I honestly am in the business. And I was in the meeting yesterday with you guys on the beta, and I kind of liked what I saw. Like it was all retro-y and it looked simple, but I don't know if it's something that I need for right now
Yeah,
for my
you need to
business,
focus on marketing first.
right? All right, cool. Okay. Is the beta something that's just gonna be like that's gonna phase out when V2 comes out, or is it
Yeah,
always gonna be?
it's gonna be probably all revamped.
All right.
So probably in a week.
All right, cool, man. All right,
All
man,
right.
that's up.
All
But
right.
yeah,
Appreciate it.
all right, man, later.
Keep it up. Go out
Yeah,
here and do
man.
some fun for dollars, man. All right. I like it.
Yeah, after this video, I'm gonna have to like set up a batch of sticky notes. I'm gonna like lap time something before work. So yeah,
All right. I appreciate it, man.
cool. Thank you, man.
Yep.
Later.
Awesome. Yeah, we got right now the LeadFlow app is one of our data providers, and they have an app. And so currently the Band-Aid is we're using that right now for the drawing for dollars. And nobody tells you about making an app that it's Apple Store approval is fun. So that's going to take a lot more than 3 months for me to develop than the other things. But we are currently working on an XLeads app. The XLeads app is something I don't want to just, hey, do it for 3 months, get it done, and make it crazy. It might take a bit for the XLeads app, but I need to make it the right way. And that was not the priority when I started XLeads, because I just use the LeadFlow app for now, and then we can go from there. And the reason is I think I'm trying to add some more users because I'm trying to make it a way where I don't have to increase prices for people after this one, because I want to keep them as low as possible. And developing an app, I'm not going to bring that cost to the consumer just yet. Extra people, there's a little bit of playroom where I can, okay, now we can drop a stupid amount of money on an app. But one thing I will tell you is on version 2, the sheer expense of this thing is going to be stupid, like stupid expensive, that we kind of had the budget for this version. Every year we're going to go with a crazy thing. It's like, okay, well, we're going to do this one. That's where we're going to budget all the funds towards for a crazy big update. And then next year we can budget it to something else. But once you hear version 2, you're going to be like, wow, whoa, that's going to cost you a lot. I'm like, yeah, I know. Make it a little easier for everyone. So, Paul, what's going on? And a whole crew on
Hey,
here
Zach.
today.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
I'm blessed, man.
Yeah, good stuff. I was on yesterday there. I received that email for the beta.
Mm.
When I clicked on the link, it brought me to my existing Go High Level account.
Shush, Paul. Paul.
Oh.
Gotta be quiet.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
public.
Sorry. Anyway, okay. Well,
Your beta access.
I'll have to. Pardon?
Message me in Flipboard Plus. I can't talk about that.
Yeah. Okay then. I'll
But if
I'll
you can
message you.
message me and I can help you out with it. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Unfortunately, I can't talk about it on here, and so
Right.
we're
Okay. That's fine. The other thing was the that lead flow.
Yes.
When I try to download that, it doesn't work in my country.
Oh boy.
So I was just wondering, is that going to be a big hindrance, or how would that work?
Email support at XLeads, and I need to. I think there will be a solution for it. And worst case scenario, you have to always get a VPN, but I don't want you to
Yeah, I
have one.
tried my VPN as well, but it picks up my Play Store account. So
Email the support, and
anyways,
I
no,
gotta let me ask a couple questions, and I think I get it fixed for you.
yeah. Anyways, okay. Thanks a lot.
All right, appreciate it, Paul.
Okay,
Awesome,
see you guys. Bye bye.
appreciate it. All righty, let's see here. Dominique says, as a beginner wholesale, how would you break down your day-to-day operations? For example, how long would you cold call, try for dollars? How often would you switch your list type? So Dominique, I think when you're a beginner, you really need to test out what works, what doesn't work, right? One really important thing I will tell everybody is take the XLeads hat off, put the Zakin hat on, right? Can we just, there we go. This is the Zakin hat, not the XLeads hat. There we go. I don't think I've ever worn a hat like this, but okay. But basically, when you're a beginner, why is this thing so messed up? Okay. When you're a beginner, what you need to be doing is just testing. Hey, does trying for dollars work? Does code violations work? Does this area work? Does this area not work? I think you should try everything. What I'll tell you, if you're crazy split, I would pull a bunch of lists. Trying for dollars, one of them. Reverse trying for dollars, one of them. Government lists. Heck, if you got XLeads, the AI stacked list is going to be great, and all these other different things. And then from there, you test out, see what works. And specifically, make calls. See which ones produce the most leads per call. So it's like, hey, this list, it takes me 300 leads to get someone interested. Usually it takes me 100 for trying for dollars, right? So it's like, wow, I should probably do more of that. So a lot of testing is probably going to be my biggest key for you there. So yeah. Stan says, what's the best video to watch to navigate XLeads day to day? I'd probably stay on the XLeads YouTube channel for a tutorial mostly on this. That's where a lot of the knowledge is. And then there's going to be a brand new spanking thing on Thursday. But it's going to be a lot of it's going to be the same. A lot of it's going to be different. So right now, the XLeads YouTube channel. So XLeads on YouTube is going to have all the videos. And for like tutorial wise, and then we're adding them on to freewholesaling.com. I'm recording some stuff right now of just like how to use XLeads with version 2. And that'll be in freewholesaling.com probably on launch day. So yeah, great questions, guys. Really appreciate it. Dominique says, do you have any advice for New Orleans, Louisiana? New Orleans ain't the sexiest market, right? I really like Shreveport. I really like Lafayette. Lake Charles is a good area. New Orleans is okay. That whole parish it's not the best for wholesaling. I'll tell you that Lafayette region is probably my favorite one. I would probably try to wholesale there and do a little local and then try the best of both worlds. That's my personal opinion. But overall, guys, remember, XLeads version 2 coming out November 14th. Go get XLeads right now so you don't have to worry about any issues going on. So it's all in there for you. Or if you just want to wait for the announcement, it'll be live on this YouTube channel. It'll be live on the Ricken channel, the Zakin, Flip of the Rick, all that fun jazz. And like always, guys, smash the like button, subscribe. We'll see you soon. Guys, every Saturday, 10 a.m., I'm here to answer all of your questions. So appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.